and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Plucks it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not
love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air. It's Underwood. Extending the play, finding open areas. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Cleescorn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll run the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Underwood. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he is just just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got a man. It's Haynes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws into the middle of the field. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
He leaves it with his back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it back to the 24-yard line. And this defense loves to feast on takeaways. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the now mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy...
There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So
Turning on the Jets. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Rice. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first half.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They just keep firing. Under fire. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Simpson. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's McCulley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on second down for this offense. Finds his man, it's Marsh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Just keep slinging it. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
Knocked down near the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Micigan.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 17 over Rice. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff from the gun. Got a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Right on the money. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the touchdown of Auburn. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up into 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quarterback gets the first down. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This is like like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master class in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You got to defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snap. Yeah, they're all out there and they're exhausted and they're tired, but they are still fighting and they're able to come away with that takeaway.
And an unbelievable takeaway because of the time in the game. This is a tie game late in the ball game. My team needs a takeaway. We need to do something. Otherwise, they're going to milk this clock, go down the field, try to score. Now, we flip the script. Now we got the ball with a chance at a tie game to go win this thing.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the top.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's out past the 35.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Looking to get it in.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top here in OT.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Michigan! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area. Got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And he makes the extra point. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, Wolverines! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.